Oh, I've got to play music. I'm supposed to play cool music. Never mind. Okay, last we left, the crew of the Owl, as well as its passengers, managed to get on board the Owl, the ship that they're using to escape the Imperial city, and try to smuggle Lady Blackbird out to meet her pirate lover, Uriah Flint. Right at the moment where we left off, the Owl has been launched from the Hand of Sorrow, the Imperial warship that captured them. And they are currently at the moment tumbling through the air. What do you want to do?
Okay. First, Snargle bounds up. He goes, okay, everyone, no one panic. Like I said earlier, flying is just falling in style. Now I need Kale, I need you to go to the engine room and make sure everything's okay with the steam distribution system and fire up the anti-grav generator. Go!
I'm just like looking very nauseous in the corner.
I quickly grab the two ladies and I bring them to the nearest chair I can find. The seatbelts are. Quickly belt yourself down. This is gonna be a bumpy ride. I say that while I'm like floating a little bit.
So like Kale just like panics and runs over to the steam engine room and just pulling out all these random spare parts from his pockets. And you can see that at the engine room, there's like 2 or so bullet wounds inside the engine. It's like hissing and steam. And so he kind of approaches it like some kind of dangerous snake, and he just starts like slamming his hammer down in like a desperate attempt to try and fix the ship.
Snargle, he runs up to the cockpit and starts fiddling with dials and levers, and he's very tiny, so again, he's like...
While she's in the seat, she's also helping lift the owl with wind.
Okay.
But it's only a little bit.
After making sure that the seatbelt is tight on Lady Blackbird, I quickly go back to the cockpit and I shout at Snargle, why is the engines not starting? Is there something wrong with ignition?
Talk to your mechanic, Captain. I'm doing the best I can here.
I'm on it, Captain. Don't worry.
I crawl to the engine room.
You see Kale dual-wielding wrenches, and they're just like kind of banging against everything as he's holding it, but he's doing his best to try and fix the engine.
Snargle, you notice that, as you're pulling levers and your control panels and everything, you notice like the big dial on the front of the control panel, which is the fuel gauge, is precariously low. It's in the red.
Oh, well, there's your problem. I yelled to Kale, Kale, we're out of gas, man. So do you have any extra water to make into steam?
We have a lot of it inside the kitchen. Let's go. I drag Kale because I know that there's a tank for emergency water in the kitchen, and I need like an extra hand to like carry it.
I need to stay here. You get Naomi. Look at my arms, my noodle arms. I gotta go. And Kale just runs back into the room and shouts for Naomi to help the captain.
Yep. I crawl after Cyrus, just like, oh man, oh.
You'll get used to it after 10 minutes. Come. And we're at the kitchen. There's this big refrigerator unit, which is for purifying water.
Okay.
But it's full of water. It's perfect for feeding the tank. I need Naomi's help to like unlatch it from the floor. Can you do that?
Easy. And I just unlatch it from the floor and then I pick it up.
From the back, I'm trying to push it in the direction back to the engine room.
I'm doing most of the work, but I'm also picking
and then from the cockpit, I noticed them doing that, and I yell, make sure to lift with your legs!
It's a little hard when we're falling!
Okay, I can do one trick with just a little amount of fuel to help us. I can try to maneuver the owl to get in a way that'll put him in a position that they'll fall towards the engine room. Can I do that?
Sure. It's a bit of a tricky maneuver, so I need to make a check.
Okay.
What traits do you think apply?
Okay, so I'm just definitely a pilot thing, so that's one.
Sure.
Daring, steady, because you need steady nerves. Maneuvering, yes. Tricky flying, yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 1 for trying, so that's 6. I would say this is a 4. It's a tricky maneuver. You're trying to make sure that you tip the owl just right so that you're not tumbling, but you're shoved towards the engine room, yeah?
Yep, because I need 4 out of 6 to be above. Here we go.
Yes, you need 4 successes above.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's a fail?
Oh, so I maneuver the joystick. I try to get it just right, but at the last moment, I hit a pocket of rough air, and it like jiggles my joystick. and then
no, it's not the time.
They overshoot the engine room a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Inside the engine room, Kale like gets a face full of steam. The ship just goes sideways.
As Naomi and Cyrus overshoot the engine room and slam into one of the owl's bulkheads. I think Cyrus takes the brunt of it because Naomi's a bit stronger. Cyrus, you gain the injured condition. Your back now hurts from slamming against that wall.
For fuck's sake!
Ouch! It's alright, just push it back! I say that while I find a pole nearby to like slide it through my waistcoat to like brace myself, and I carry on trying to help prod the water tank back to the engine room, with Naomi like carrying most of the weight.
Kale, I will need you to make a check as well. For you, you're trying to keep the owl systems active and alive, right? While the water gets here. So I would say this is a difficulty 3. So what traits do you think?
Under mechanic, so I get 1 for mechanic. And then I get repair, I get engines, I get efficiency, and I'm using all the spare parts in my jacket.
Sure.
So I have 5 and 1 for trying, so 6.
1 for trying, that's 6. So you need 3 successes to...
I got 4 successes.
Yeah, as the kind of like steam hisses in your face, you realize that it's not too bad. This is what is supposed to happen. You need steam. The thing is supposed to be running that way. And the clunking of the engines becomes a bit less clunky and more like whirring. The gears catch and things seem to start working as intended.
All right, great. So I get on the sticks and I'm starting, and I'm like, oh, she's coming to life, Captain. She's coming to life. I'm like, and then I pull her up and gain level altitude.
Okay.
I'm just like, Captain, where do we take this?
The tank over there. And there's basically like that main engine valve, where the fuel can be fed from inside the ship. Like go and position it there.
Okay, then I'm gonna hit my key and command somebody, Snargle, to untie me from the seat so that I can go help Naomi.
Okay, I yell back. I go, oh, you want me to do that right now? Like right now? You can't wait while I'm piloting the ship?
Just stretch yourself a little bit.
Oh, okay, fair enough. On one hand, I'm holding on with the stick, and I reach with my goblin shape-shifting ability, and I undo her thingy.
Okay, and then I run over and I help Naomi push the thing where she needs to get it.
It's doing nothing. Like there is no push, but I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna humor her.
Before you lean it all the way, I have to open the valve, but it's gonna be a lot of hot steam coming out, so we need to time this perfectly, okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Leave now! And like this gush of steam is coming everywhere while she's pouring all the water as frantically as she can. Is it empty yet?
Yeah, it's done.
Get out of the way!
I just like roll myself to the side.
And then I yell back, oh, I'm the vibrations lessening, Captain. Well done, I can feel it coming back.
I tighten the valve, almost burning my left hand as I do that. Okay, the tank is full. Can you start the engine now?
And then I hit a bunch of latches. I hit, and I press the big red button that says engine start. And then what happens, Kevin? Does it start?
Yes, the engine cranks and whirs the life. You hear the propellers of the owl whirring steadily as your ship kind of like levels out, maintains its altitude.
Yes, and I go, yes, we did it! And I do the owl cruise call. I go, woo woo! Just like an owl.
Oh, thank God.
I respond by throwing up in the empty water tank.
I pat her in the back and like, it's okay, let it all out.
Ooh, that was stressful. So where do we go, Captain? Do we just continue on with our mission to bring Lady Blackbird where she needs to go?
Yes, please. Please continue with bearings. My goodness.
Setting the course.
47 seconds in free falling. That's a new record.
And in the meantime, as we're soaring away, I guess we can see the Hand of Sorrow just sort of exploding in different bits as the effect of our sabotage is taking place.
Yes, actually, so as the owl heads off into the wild blue, if you look back in the portholes towards the back of the ship, you can see the Hand of Sorrow. Towards the back of the ship, there is like a huge explosion, but not of fire. What seems to be like sewage liquid. If I remember correctly, you wanted to sabotage the toilets last session, right?
I did.
So there's a huge, there's a liquid bursts out from the back. It's a huge shower of human waste and stuff. Just, you can see like smoke coming from the engines. You can see the Hand of Sorrow itself just kind of like lilting towards the back as the engines fail, with its back just kind of like tilting towards the bottom. Yeah.
I go to the crew. I go, what a shitty way to end. And I go to the portal. I go, here's my Hand of Sorrow.
I turn to Snargle and that's why they call it a poop deck.
I jump up 3 feet in the air and give Captain a high five.
All this toilet humor is just making me nauseous again. So I'm just very
let
silent.
Let it all out.
Right, so the owl starts to make its way heading out into the wild blue. The Hand of Sorrow becomes a smaller and smaller speck in the horizon behind them. And yeah, the owl is now safe.
Woo.
For now.
Okay. Whew.